Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Greetings. For those of you who don't know, let me get this brightness up. I'm the major astrohead Thrice Megistus, and today we are gathered to do a little bit of a general tarot reading for our good friends, the Scorpios. Damn right. This will be for Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North and or South Node. Actually, it wouldn't be and, it would be just or. Anyway, let us begin and see what our good friends, the tarot, have in store for the Scorpios. I myself am Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising, and a few other Scorpio placements. So, what better way to start off the tarot series on this channel than with the gods themselves, the Scorpios? A lot of people talk a lot of, no, I don't want to say trash. Yes, I do. Trash about Scorpios. And then a lot of other people often say, oh, Scorpio is just misunderstood. And then people get mad at that because they're just like, oh, that's just people trying to justify the quote unquote manipulative and evil ways of Scorpio. This one wants to come out, so we're going to start with one. But every sign is misunderstood. That's why I'm here, to help you understand. And also to bring further clarity as to, why certain signs, including Scorpios, do what it is that they do. This is going to be biased because I'm Scorpio, but I'm of the opinion that if you have experienced the wrath, the sting, as they say, of a Scorpio, you might not understand what it is that you've done, and I'll give you that. You may not even been trying to do something, but I promise you've done something. Scorpios are just here to crack through shells and understand what the true motives of things really are. And so with that, sometimes things that you yourself don't understand about yourself, the Scorpio will understand for you. All right, I think this is pretty much enough. So we're gonna, it's a quick little general. I'm gonna do 3 cards, then we're gonna do the top and bottom, and then that'll be it. Yeah. Whoops. Switch that over. There we go. All right, so the first card, ta-da. Okay, so we have the Justice card. Justice. And so with Justice, there's a few things, Scorpio, my friend. You could be dealing with some kind of issue that requires an evening out of certain things, a balance, if you will. Something that might require you to really take an examination of what it is that you're involved in, what it is that you're doing, and see like how tipped in a certain side of the scale it might be. You know what I'm saying? This can be something like, even something good like working out. Maybe you're working out too much and your muscles in your body are actually damaged because of the excess. Perhaps you're not working out enough and you find that you have low energy and you're not able to do stuff. Well, we as humans need to move, you know what I'm saying? If you don't use it, you lose it. This could also be something involving like legal matters, finding justice for someone who has wronged you. Now, this is interesting for Scorpio in particular because a lot of things that people often say regarding Scorpios, probably one of the quote unquote like negative things is that Scorpios are the masters of like revenge. Revenge is a dish best served cold like my soul. And yeah, I kind of subscribe to understanding that notion. But the best medicine here, Scorpio, my friend, would probably be to let the quote unquote revenge come organically with you not really doing anything. That's one of the best things about us is that we have that power, um, thus allowing things to kind of balance themselves out. But the party's not over. Let's continue with the second. Huh. The devil. Anda el diablo. So the devil card um, talks about the energy of Capricorn, but it also talks about areas in which we are, for the most part, overindulgent in. So sometimes this can be with vices. Sometimes this can be with like anything. Again, like I said, going to the gym too much or eating chips too much. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those, or it might be in that realm, I should say. And the devil shows up to, in a way, I understand it as kind of taunt us, taunting us in the way that he's like, oh, well, all this stuff is dope as fuck. Like, you want to indulge, don't you? But it's like he throws all those things our way so that we can see how much of our time, energy, resources we're pouring into that instead of pouring it into what Capricorn really is about, which is, appropriate investments, projects that we can be doing. And even if it's not like building something, it could be just building ourselves, using all that time and energy to build ourselves up in ways that are more productive, that are more fruitful. Um, the devil card kind of, like I said, it's like it dangles the carrot of the energy of Capricorn in our face. And with it combining with the power of Libra here, which is the justice card, that definitely might be the thing that needs to be balanced out. Whatever kind of indulgences or vices or times that you've been spending on other things, balancing that out for yourself in a way so that you get appropriate dividends, which is another kind of funny interaction here because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn deals with limits and restrictions, but deals with those things so you have a better outcome down the road. It's a difficult taskmaster. Saturn is exalted, meaning it's just like basically its favorite place to be in Libra. So there's a nice little interaction going on here saying, hey, yo, look, listen, I don't know what it is you're doing, but you're doing too much of this and you might benefit from doing this. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that it's necessarily talking about eliminating vices from your life. More so like probably the opposite. It's probably saying like, yo, cut down on this shit now so that you can enjoy that shit later because you got other things to do and not just swirling in this, whatever this might be. Let's see what our third card has. Okay. The Fool. The Fool no Kogake. All right. So we have the Fool here. And the Fool is some, I believe, fool is kind of like a misleading name because a fool makes it sound like you're fucking stupid, and that's not that's not the case. I wouldn't dream of calling you stupid, Scorpio. Other people might, not me. The fool actually deals with um, the notion of going on a new kind of adventure, a new story arc, if you will. This is some kind of new adventure that you might be on the precipice of, like, embarking on. Um, Something where it's like, I want to say uncharted territory, doing something different. Or it could just be just taking a new road, new approach to things. Maybe your main road was doing whatever the hell vice you were about, all the time, says the devil. And you're like, you know what, this isn't really getting me where I need to be, where I want to be. Fuck, get need to be, want to be. And something's got to change. I got to balance this out somehow because, like, we're humans. Vices and things that make us happy and stuff is a part of our experience as well. But and everything in moderation. The fool is urging to take a new pathway and just dive in. And also remember that this new pathway of yours, whatever it is, you're not alone on this pathway. You know what I'm saying? Like you might feel like it because it's something either that you're not really used to, or it might be something completely different that you're definitely not used to. But you do have more support than you're aware of. And the Fool is here to remind you of that. Um, the Fool is the energy of planet Uranus. And Uranus, if you've ever gotten a reading from me, you always hear me say this. Most of the planets rotate like this. Uranus goes like this. It says, fuck you, do my own thing. And Uranus is the modern day ruler of Aquarius, which is about doing its own thing, but for the betterment of the people around it. Aquarius energy, Uranus energy is all about shaking things up, doing something different, unique, so that we can advance. And so I think that this three-card combo, we're going to get to the top and bottom in a minute, but this three-card combo so far is saying, hey, look, listen, you got to balance some things out. Some things are off kilter going on. It might have to do with these vices that you keep on indulging in. I don't know what they are. They taste, feel, smell, all that good, but we can take that energy and use it in appropriate ways, more appropriate ways. And it might be, something different. It might be new to you or new-esque to you because maybe you used to use your energy in more appropriate ways, but then life be life. And so fell into this rut of just doing the things that feel good, then it feels kind of numb. The Fool is here saying, hey, yo, it's time to get out of the cave. You know what I mean? So now let's clarify this a little bit further with the top and the bottom card of the deck. Let's do top because Scorpio is always on top first. Oh yeah, we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant. And it's funny because the Hierophant is actually the energy of Scorpio's sister sign, Taurus. Um, the Hierophant teaches, well, that's exactly what it does. It teaches. It is reminding us that there's one of two ways to learn things. You can learn things from like the established principles, um, whether that be like textbooks, whether it be from a guru, a religion, of some faction, some nature, uh, or you can learn yourself and be your teacher. Life ultimately is the best teacher, but you choose what it is that you learn from life. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the Hierophant is here to kind of show us, is that we ourselves have within us the way, the capability to learn what it is that we really want to learn, in the best way. Like we know what's best for us. Sometimes we don't feel like it, but we do. And with it being the energy of Taurus, it could also connect back with that devil energy, both being earth signs, because Taurus is really about indulgent and what feels good, what feels, tastes, smells, sounds good. It's really a texture based energy, you know what I'm saying? And it likes to take its sweet time with things. So with this, you know what I'm saying? It's feeling like taking the time to slow down and realize that we are here to really like experience the real yum yum factors of life, says Taurus. And we have to figure out what's the best way of doing that. And it looks like going on this new pathway, says the Fool, is the best bet. But we have one more card. Let's see what this last one is. My homegirl and yours too. The High Priestess. The High Priestess. The High Priestess is, in my book, like the ultimate compass, the ultimate guiding navigation tool, or navigation energy, I should say. The High Priestess lies in between the two pillars, um, and thus she's able to see things from a more holistic view. You know what I'm saying? This is getting the energy of using our intuition, and Scorpio being a water sign. Um, comes, I want to say, only second to Pisces in the realm of intuition, um, because Pisces is the whole spirit world, but Scorpio is the one that pierces that veil like better than anyone. You know what I'm saying? But understanding that, sometimes it won't be a 2 + 2 = 4 kind of thing, and just letting your feelings kind of guide you in a way. Like, that you shouldn't have that extra glazed donut, says the devil, says the Hierophant. But, you might have had a really shitty day, and you might want to just indulge more than your balanced out measurement of how much your intake of glazed donuts are. You can then choose a different path and using your intuition to go a different route instead of getting that glazed donut. um get, like, something like stack of kale or something like that. Probably cost less too, maybe, I don't know, because healthy food is expensive. But so far, we've got the Justice card here to balance out the things that are going awry in your life right now, Scorpio. We've got the Devil saying that the source of these things going awry is a mismanagement of investment energy. We've got the Fool here to tell you that the way to shake this up is to do just that and shake things up and do things a little differently. The Hierophant is here to tell us that we are our best teacher and we can kind of autodidact, which is teach ourselves the best way, like we know best, and ultimately. And to find these answers, you might not find it in a book, you have to find it within yourself, says the High Priestess. It's the power of the moon, the power of our emotions, using those to navigate amongst the riffraff of everyday life. This has been your tarot reading with the major astro head Thrice Megistus. Scorpio, I thank you for your time.